Well, how's it going? You beautiful faces. Oh my gosh, I can feel your connective nerve ending as part of the whole piece of nature, alright? So I want to talk about a flow state, one of the many flow states in life, and that is dreaming, and particularly lucid dreaming. So if you think about the idea of what a flow state it is an essence of constant change for which you do not particularly think it up. It happens on its own through us, through the nature of our essence, through the nature of ourself, right? And a dream is basically the subconscious mind speaking itself. It's the flow state, it's the nature of our core being. You ever have a dream where you do something kind of weird in it and you realize that is me, like, wow, I am kind of fucking weird, like, I actually think that, you know? Things in dreams don't just show up because it's random as fuck. I mean, yeah, sometimes the situation may seem random as fuck, but the elements of that situation are not random. Perhaps there are things we've seen before, who knows? But really, what have we seen before? What does that extend to? Does that extend just our life? Does that extend the human collective experience? Who really knows? But all I'm trying to say is the dream state is a flow state, okay? And the question that I've thought about and I think I figured out is, if lucid dreaming is a flow state, it makes sense that if we are to wake up in that lucid dream moment, and you know, many of us experience that moment disappearing, the dreams go and we wake up and we're like, damn it, I was in that lucid dream. I knew it too. Well, guess what? When you're in a flow state and you see it and you identify it, like I've said before, it vanishes. The flow state ceases. The flow state does not continue because it can't continue when our slow minds are trying to identify what's going on. Our minds cannot identify what's going on. The flow state is the fastest. We cannot constantly think every single move in a basketball game. We cannot constantly think every single move that I'm speaking right now. So it would make sense that lucid dreams are a flow state, right? And that if we are to disrupt that flow state with our thoughts, with our conscious awareness of it, beyond the awareness, with the conscious identity saying, oh, I'm in a lucid dream, I am awake. Well, okay, well if you're awake, you're gonna pop up, you're gonna wake up, you know? That identity is gonna wake you up. So how do you maintain this sense, and how do you maintain this awareness without blowing up your dream, right? Well, it would make sense that you would probably want to become more meditative. You want to allow yourself to spur in the moment of experience and not judge it, right? And since dreams are our subconscious ability, we need to program our essence of awareness into that subconscious sense, right? So you may want to practice meditation. You may want to practice awareness, states of lack of identity. And so when you go into these lucid dreams and you wake up within the moment, you're not overly excited with the identity of what you could possibly have, what you could possibly do. Instead, you gotta let that go and you gotta let that flow, and you'll have the lucid dream that you flow. You'll have what you will flow. And now you may have to program that as well beforehand. You may have to set your intent. You may have to tell yourself, in this lucid dream, I want to practice flying. I've done this before. I've had multiple lucid dreams throughout a few weeks where I would increasingly experience more flight in different ways too, with different abilities. Like, I'm not gonna say, well, okay, I used my hand to push myself away from the space around me. I pushed it with my hand. That's how I moved in space at first, and then after a while I didn't need to move my hand. It was just a experience. It was just a motion. That's the flow state. You need to program yourself to be a certain way within that flow state. You do not program your identity, you program the essence of your being, so then when you get into the flow state, when you get into the most efficient part of life, you can do your essence, you can do your life, you can do what you're here to do, you can do your love. And whatever love that is in the moment, it may be your love to fly in a lucid dream, it may be your love to have sex in a lucid dream, it may be your love and passion to play guitar in a lucid dream, it may be your love to walk around the block, but even that walk around the block is a flow state of your love. So let it be, and become aware, and you will flow those lucid dreams out, and they will not stop. They will not bloat, go. They will not cease. Try it. Try it. Thank you so much.